Hello, you guys. Welcome to today's Yin from the rooftop. So, take a moment just allowing the body to ease and release. You can stay seated or lying down, your choice. Just taking your time and finding that space for body and mind. And just staying where you are. Allowing the sitting bones to find the ground, or any part of your body that finds contact with the ground. Let it ease and release. And just take a moment, allowing body and mind to arrive. Whatever that means to you right now, however it translates to your system right now. Just arriving. Allowing the whole body to soften. Shoulders releasing. Eyes and jaw relaxed. And just shifting the attention to the points of contact to the ground below. So whichever parts of your body actually reach the ground. Just giving that idea of that channel, allowing the weight to fall through, all the way down to the ground. So you're not holding, you're not tensing. You're just being supported where you are. Breathing out, softening. And just taking a moment, shifting the attention to the breath. Noticing where in your body you can feel the breath happening. Which parts of your body are being influenced by that process of the breath, by the breathing. Bravo. Finding the breath. And just start tuning in to that rhythm of the breath. Wherever you can find it being more prominent in your body. Just tuning in to the pace. And noticing the expansion of the breath. You're breathing in and the rib cage expands. You're breathing out and the whole body releases. nice and soft. And from there, in your own time, gently, you can either lying down if you've been sitting, or as you're lying down, you can start waking up the body. So just stretching arms and legs, and hands and feet. Yay. Reaching and opening and expanding, stretching, twisting, turning, allowing your body to find places that it feels good in. So really using whatever kind of furniture you have around and handy, letting it open, letting it expand. And there's no right or wrong here, just allowing your body to move, allow it to express itself, allowing yourself to find places that feel good for you right now. Knowing that every time is different, every single moment that you're being in your body is slightly different. There's sort of different needs that have to be met. Very good. And eventually just coming all the way back, all the way to the center. Bring your knees all the way in towards your chest. And you can start gently rolling from side to side. Allowing the back of the pelvis to release down to the ground. Very nice. And the next time you roll over to the right, let the legs fall to the right side. Left arm opens to the left. Eyes turn to look to the left too. Make the arrangements so that your body really has the space to open up. And just take a moment finding again those points of contact. Finding the back of the shoulders, the back of your head, the sides of your right leg, the back of the left arm. Just easing and falling through all the way down to the ground. And just breathing. Noticing the expansion of the rib cage with every single breath. Noticing the changes in the body as you're breathing in and out. What happens there? How does that feel? Nice. And if you'd like from there, you can just go ahead and cross that left leg over your right. And you can even sort of take that left leg all the way around, so the right foot really wraps around your right calf. So we can go a bit deeper into that twist. Still your eyes looking over to the left, allowing the chest to stay open. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. And as you exhale gently, let it roll all the way back to the center. And you're going to place the right foot down to the ground, left ankle coming onto your right knee, creating a little shape of 4 as we've done before. Good. From here, just lifting that right leg off the ground, taking your hands around your right thigh. And so the left hand will go through that little gap between your legs. And just staying there. Just gently pulling the right knee in. And think of sending your left knee out. Creating a nice opposition. And just taking a moment, finding the breath here. Allowing the breath to flow. Deep, slow, smooth. Breathing deep. For 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. And as you exhale, you're going to hold on to the right leg and just release your left leg. Let it extend all the way down towards the ground. And you're holding on to the right leg just close to you, all the way in, close to your chest. Nice. So from here, inhale, breathing in, of course. And as you exhale, go ahead and lift the head. Bring your forehead all the way in towards your right knee. Getting a nice stretch along the back of the neck. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. And as you exhale, you're letting your head release, coming all the way back down to the ground, flexing the right foot, and let the right leg extend all the way up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And just make sure that the right foot is flexed all the way. Think of sending your right heel all the way up. Nice. And let's go for a couple of repetitions. So inhale, bringing your right knee in towards your chest. As you exhale, letting your right leg extend up towards the ceiling. And inhale in towards your chest. Exhale up towards the sky. Last one. Inhale, squeezing in. Exhale, extend and reach up. Nice. And just take a moment, you might want to bring a little strap around that right foot, or you can take your hands around your right leg. It can be either your thigh or your knee or your calf or your ankle, or it can be the foot. Just bring your hands somewhere up along your right leg. Finding a place where you don't really have to pull the muscles of the arms or the muscles of the legs. It's a self-sustained stretch. Making sure that the right foot is flexed, so you can get a nice stretch along the back of the leg, the whole extension of the leg. Nice for 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. As you exhale, just letting it release. Very nice. Bringing both knees in towards your chest and just start rolling from side to side. Nice. Gently easing, releasing the lower back. And from there, just letting both legs fall over to the left side. Right arm opens to the right. Eyes turn to look to the right. And again, just taking a moment, finding your space here. Finding your points of contact. Allowing the weight to release down to the ground. And we're just giving time We're opening up space. Nothing more than that. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to make anything happen. Just opening up. Finding the support. Expanding. And you're just breathing. Deep breaths where you are. Allowing that spiral to work all the way from the crown of your head to the tip of your tail. The whole torso is just spiraling, opening to the right. And here, if you'd like, you can cross the right leg over so the right knee can reach all the way down to the ground. Or you can even wrap your right leg around your left, making that twist a bit tighter. Noticing what you can feel all the way up along the torso. For 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. And as you exhale, gently start rolling all the way back to the center. Now left foot comes down to the ground, right ankle onto your left knee. Good. And from there, just lifting your left leg, creating that shape of 4, and taking your hands around your left thigh. Your right arm going through the gap between your legs. Your head is heavy, the whole back eases and releases down to the ground. And you can always play with that angle of your left leg. Just notice if you want to extend it all the way up or if you want to bend it all the way down. You can even go ahead and interlace your hands around your left shin, bending the left knee all the way in. Just figure out where the stretch works best for you. And just stay. And notice if you're holding any tension here. If there's any part of the body that holds on that you could actually let go of. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. As you exhale, you're letting it release all the way. Nice, just gently rolling from side to side, nice and easy. Good, easing the lower back. And from there, just rolling over to one side, whichever works best for you. Taking your hands down to the ground and coming all the way up to a nice seated position. So finding the sitting bones down to the ground, allowing the spine to lengthen, Think of that space opening across your chest. And just breathing out, softening. Inhale. And as you exhale, letting your head drop. Chin coming all the way down to your chest. And just feeling that stretch along the back of your neck, opening up. And from there, inhale, rolling to one side. Exhale to the other. Inhale to one end. Exhale to the other, just feeling that stretch all the way along the back of the neck and down towards the shoulders. Now the next time you roll your head to the right, just take a moment and pause. Opening space from your left shoulder, so left shoulder opening out, head opening to the right. Nice, and just bring your right hand down to the ground on the side. Inhale, left arm reaching up, lengthen. And as you exhale, just come and bend all the way over to the side, nice and gently. Think of space opening across the chest. And just try to send the left sitting bone down to the ground, creating more space. Maybe you can bend that right elbow, allowing the right shoulder to soften more. Nice. For 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. And as you exhale, bringing both hands to the ground, and go ahead and walk your hands all the way over to the center. And from there, just allowing the whole body to release. Just falling forwards, head heavy, arms heavy. Just letting go. Taking a few deep breaths here. Just try to feel the back expanding. Feeling that hip joint of the leg you have in front or on top. Just stretching and opening. Taking your time, finding your space, opening up space. Breathing in. And as you exhale, just slowly rolling up, vertebra by vertebra, and just coming all the way back to sitting. Nice. And from there, just go ahead and swap your legs around. So whichever you had in front or on top, just bring the other one. That's going to be the non-habitual one, so probably a bit more uncomfortable, but just stay there. Hands coming onto your knees. Inhale, opening chest, opening shoulders, eyes looking up. And as you exhale, letting your whole back draw back, letting your head drop. And inhale, opening chest, shoulders, eyes looking up. Exhale, back goes back. Inhale, opening, looking up. Exhale, back goes back. Nice. Coming and finding center all the way again. And you're going to let your head drop. And this time you're going to roll over to the left. So head opens to the left. Right shoulder opens to the right. Creating space from the back of your right ear all the way to the edge of your right shoulder. Sitting bones down to the ground, spine lengthening, chest widening. And just taking that left hand down to the ground on your side. Inhale, right arm reaching all the way up. Let it lengthen. And as you exhale, just go ahead and bend over to the left. Bending the left elbow, releasing the left shoulder. Think of opening the whole right side of the body. Right sitting bone coming down. Neck is free. Shoulders relaxed. Breathing. Just breathing for now. For 3. And 2. And 1. You're breathing in. And as you exhale, just slowly bringing it all the way down towards the ground. Letting your head heavy, the arms heavy, everything releasing and falling forwards. Without holding, without tensing, without trying to make anything happen, just folding forwards, wherever that takes you. And stay. Feeling that with every in-breath, the rib cage expands. And as the rib cage expands, you can feel the stretch along your back. And you can feel it down within the hip joints. And all the way along the back of the leg you have in front or on top. Staying there for 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. And as you exhale, just release. Start rolling up. Vertebra by vertebra. And all the way back to sitting. Again, hands onto your knees. Inhale, opening chest and shoulders and eyes looking up. And as you exhale, just back goes back. Head drops forwards. Inhale, opening, looking up. Exhale, back goes back. Last one, inhale, open up. Exhale, back goes back. Great. And just go ahead and find center. And from there, just go and bring the soles of your feet together. Nice. Making sure that the feet are not close to the body into the butterfly, but a bit further out, like a diamond pose, a rhomboid shape. Great. And as you're there, just gently allowing the body to fold forwards, letting your head release. If you need any sort of props there for your head to find support, you can go ahead and bring your cushions or just make a stack of fists so that your head can actually release and find support. And you're just breathing. Think of the whole back opening as you're breathing in. The back muscles stretching, the muscles along the back of your legs stretching. breathing in. And as you exhale, slowly just rolling up, vertebra by vertebra, and all the way back to sitting. Great. And so from there, just keeping the right leg in the front, you can take your right hand on the right side, and just shifting the weight over to the right, freeing the left leg. So the left leg is quite free right now, so you can swing it all the way back. It doesn't matter where it goes, it doesn't matter where it really lands. Just make sure that your right shin stays parallel to the top of your mat. Nice. And once you're there, just gently again falling forwards. Allowing the head heavy, the arms heavy, the shoulders relaxed, and just staying there. Make sure you're breathing nice and slow and deep. Finding space, giving time, letting go. And just breathing in. As you exhale, slowly just rolling up. Walking your hands back towards the body. Nice. And as you're there, you're going to bring your left hand on the outside of your right leg. So right leg is still in the front, left leg back. So now your left hand goes on the outside of your right leg, left hand behind you, and just think of opening the chest, eyes turning to look back and over your right shoulder. And just take a moment. Finding that spiral all the way from the sitting bones, or mainly the right sitting bone, all the way up to the crown of your head. Nice deep breath, rib cage expanding. For 3 and 2 and 1. You're breathing in, and as you exhale, releasing, coming all the way back. Again, taking the right hand down to the ground, shifting the weight onto the right. And now you can bend all the way that left foot close to the body, letting your right leg extend to the front. Let me give you another angle of that position. So that's your left foot all the way in, right leg extended all the way out. Nice. So just taking a moment where you are. If you find that to be quite challenging for your left knee, you can always sort of lean onto the right, release your left leg, and bring the right foot from the inside, from the front. Whatever works for you best, just go there. Nice. Now, flexing the right foot where you are, all the way from the back. Good. And then you just start walking your hands forwards. Nice stretch for the whole back of your leg. Variation of the single leg forward fold. Again, a good idea to find support for the head if you'd like, I would actually recommend it if you could. Finding the breath, finding the space. Noticing the space that you create through the breath. Allow that to be a place where you don't tense, where you don't push, where you don't force anything to happen. You're just folding forwards. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. And as you exhale, slowly coming all the way back. Nice. And again, right hand coming onto your side. And now we're going to shift the weight over to the right, bringing the left knee in. So your left knee comes close to the right knee, your left foot staying close to the left side of the pelvis. Nice. And from there, just taking your hands behind your back, and we're going to go slightly gently start walking back. And you can stay at whichever level feels comfortable to you. You can just stay there where your hands are. You can move it further down onto your forearms. Maybe you can point the toes of that right foot if it feels better. And then you can even go all the way down, gradually transitioning the body all the way to lying down. Making sure that this left knee stays close to the right and the left foot close to the left side of the pelvis. It is important here to allow the body to release. If you find that you're in pain or some parts of the body just are not agreeing with you being here, just adjust. You can take another position, you can bring props to place them under your back. Maybe that's a point that you might feel some tension. And the props might be like a cushion or a rolled blanket or just something to stuck underneath that curve of the lumbar spine. And just stay. Just feeling that stretch along that front left quads. For 3. And 2. And 1 nice deep breath here. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Use your elbows, use your forearms to push the body back up. Very nice. And again from there, bending your right knee, so the right shin comes parallel to the top of your mat. Bring your left leg behind. Nice. And just let that left leg extend all the way back. Great. And now you can play. We're going to go to that pigeon. So either the right shin stays parallel, or you can change the angle. So the narrower the angle, the softer the stretch. The wider the angle, the deeper the stretch. So see where it feels good for you. I want you to feel the stretch, but just make sure that it's not too intense. So whenever you're ready, just again, walking your hands all the way down, letting your head rest. And just stay there. Taking your time, finding the breath here. Allowing the breath to soften the whole body. Inhale. And on your next exhale, just start walking your hands back. Nice. Taking your hands on either side of that right leg. So right hand on your right knee, left hand on your right foot. And just think of your shoulders rolling back and down, chest opening, eyes looking all the way up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And just holding it there for 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. And as you exhale, letting it release. Taking that right hand down to the ground so you can have some support. And from there, optional now, just go ahead and lift that left leg. Nice. If you're happy with that, you can grab the left foot with your left hand. You can go from the inside, or you can go from the outside. You can go just the toes, or you can bring it all the way in so your foot comes into your left elbow. Whatever works for you, wherever you can feel that stretch on your left thigh working the most. Nice. And you can turn to look back over that left shoulder. Nice. Staying there for 3. And 2. And 1 more deep breath, just feeling that space opening along your left thigh. Exhale, letting it release. Nice. Releasing the left leg where you are. And just gently rolling, easing back, bringing both legs back to the center. Well done. Now bring your feet parallel, taking your hands behind your back, and just gently lifting the pelvis off the ground, coming to a nice reverse table. Feet finding the ground, glutes engaging, pelvis lifting up, eyes looking up. Staying there for 3. And 2. And 1, breathing in. And as you exhale, letting it release, bring the sitting bones all the way back down. Nice. Bring the soles of your feet together. Just bringing it over to the other side. So Left hand down to the ground on your side, shifting the weight over to the left so that you can release your right leg all the way free and swinging the right leg all the way back. Yep. Yeah, I think we're right. I think that's the left leg in the front now. So left shin parallel to the top of your mat, right leg back, and on your own time just walking it all the way down, letting your head release, arms, head, shoulders heavy. With the breath. Noticing that stretch along the back of your left thigh. Noticing the changes that every breath brings. Lovely. Keep scanning down through the body, noticing if there's any tension, if there's any holding, if there are parts of your body that you could actually let go of. Breathing in. And as you exhale slowly, you can start walking back. Nice. Bring the body back to upright. You might want to bring that right knee a bit closer in so that you can feel a bit more balanced into this. And from there, just taking your right hand on the outside of your left leg. Left hand, or am I saying it wrong? I don't know. I'm not sure. So, just crossing over and making that twist over that left leg. And letting your eyes look over the left shoulder. Finding the whole torso just spiraling, opening to that left side. Staying there for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. As you exhale, you're letting it release. Nice. Left hand coming down to the ground. Shift the weight over to the left so you can bring the right knee in. So right foot behind your back, behind your bum, and your left leg extending to the front. Nice. Making sure that the left foot is flexed all the way. Nice. Think of that left heel kicking out. And from there, just gently, on your own time, bring it forwards. Again, as always, you can adjust by bringing that right foot all the way over to the front side, if that kind of the forward fold feels better for you. But whatever really works for you right now. Very important to allow your head to release. So if you can bring your props along, or if you can make that DIY propping system with your hands, that would be great. The head releasing is the key for the whole body being allowed, getting the green light to let go of extra tensions. Nice. Staying there for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. And as you exhale, just slowly walking your hands back. Nice. Again, just bring that left hand down to the ground, shifting the weight over to the left so you can bring your right knee in. So right knee close to your left knee, right foot close to the right side of the pelvis. Nice. And from here you can maybe point the toes of your left foot if you'd like. Place your hands behind your back and you can start walking your hands backwards. And you can either stay here, it's a pretty good place to stay if you can feel the stretch on your right thigh. You can go all the way down to your forearms, see how that feels, see how it works for you. Or you can bring it all the way down, allowing the whole body to release and rest down to the ground. Our aim is to give a little stretch to that right quad. So find a place that makes it for you, really. And stay. Just checking in whether your shoulders are tense or if your neck is tight. And if you realize that you are, just let go for a moment. Slowly breathing in. And on your next exhale, you can start walking yourself up. So maybe bring your hands behind your back. Use your elbows as a lever to lift the body off the ground. Nice. All the way up. Wonderful. Again, left hand coming down to the ground, shifting the weight over. So now we're going to go for a little shift and a twist. So bending that left knee, so left shin parallel to the top of the mat, and shifting the right leg behind you, all the way back, even extending the right leg back. Setting in for our pigeon pose. Good. Once you're set and you're ready, you can maybe place a little something under that left hip bone there to give a little leverage there. So whenever you're ready, just start walking your hands forwards and letting your head release. Head releasing to your hands. Deep breaths. Opening space. Very nice. And from there, just gently start walking your hands all the way back, close to that left leg, placing the right hand close to the left foot, left hand to your left knee, staying where you are. Right leg is extended to the back, and from there just rolling your shoulders back and down, opening the chest, eyes looking up. For 3 and 2 and 1, letting it release. And optional now, just taking out the left hand and make sure that you have a nice support there. And you can go ahead and lift the right foot so the right shin comes vertical to the ground. Optional, get your right foot with your right hand, or from the inside, or all the way inside your right elbow. And just, you can look over your right shoulder, or you can look to the front, whatever works for you best. Just feeling that nice stretch along your right thigh. Holding there for 3 and 2 and 1, breathing in. As you exhale, letting it release. Taking your left hand down to the ground, shifting the weight over to the left, bringing both legs together in the front. Nice. And from there, just taking your hands behind your back, feet coming parallel, knees parallel, and just gently shifting your legs from side to side. Windshield wiper. Allowing the hip joints to ease, allowing the lower part of your spine to ease and release. Very nice. And then just finding center. Coming all the way in, hugging your legs, letting your back draw back, letting your head fold forwards. And eventually from here, just gently go ahead and release and let it roll all the way back down to the ground. If you need to cover yourself up, bring your blankets and covers, finding a nice comfortable position for the next couple of minutes for a relaxation. And just noticing how the body finds the ground. Letting go. You're not trying to make anything happen, you're just releasing through. Letting go through the shoulders, through the pelvis. There's no holding, there's no tightening. The whole body softening. And then just shifting the attention to the breath. Noticing the pace of the breath, noticing the depth. noticing how the breath moves within the body, gently, effortlessly. Finding the spaciousness. And whenever you're ready, you can start gradually waking up the body, moving fingers and toes and hands and feet, stretching and expanding and opening, just bringing yourself back into the day, gently rolling from side to side. And eventually just rolling over to one side, hands down to the ground. Bring yourself all the way up, just sitting. Finding the sitting bones there, finding the spine lengthening. Your chest just widening and opening. And inhale, just taking a nice deep breath, arms reaching up. Exhale, hands finding your chest, finding center, finding balance, finding that inner strength. And inhale, opening eyes, minds, hearts. Thank you very, very much for joining today. Have a lovely rest of the week, and I look forward to seeing you soon.